What's going on today, guys? Sean here with Cracked Housing Fab, and today is the day. We're gonna take this thing out and take it for a test ride. Man, I'm waiting for so long to do this. I have a couple of little things to finish up, so I'm gonna kind of button some things up, tighten down some bolts, and make sure and go over double check some things. And then we're gonna throw it on the trailer, and we're gonna go meet Kurt over at the place we're gonna ride this thing. So stay tuned. All right, first thing I'm gonna do really quick. I'm gonna run through front to back and just double check and make sure everything is tight. All the nuts and bolts, and there's some things I need to add. If I have them, I'll add some lock washers or lock nuts to them, so nothing will vibrate loose. But I just want to double check so when we ride this thing, nothing silly happens and we kind of end up stuck not being able to ride it. So I'm going to cut to a time lapse of that. All right, guys, we made it out to the spot we're gonna ride at. I met Kurt out here. We're gonna do our best to keep our distance and stay away from each other, obviously adhering to the social distancing. But yeah, we're here. We're excited. We're gonna make the video for you guys.
So what's really cool is this is where I grew up. This is my parents' property. I've always rode go-karts and dirt bikes and quads. This is where I started to love this kind of stuff. So it's cool to be able to take this back to where I grew up and take our first ride here. So we'll get it off the trailer and get working.
All right, guys, we're ready to start riding it. I did a couple things off camera. I tightened all the bolts and everything, and then I wrapped the header, wrapped here to kind of help protect. We're gonna ride it for a minute and see if this fuel line gets hot, but I think it'll be okay. So yeah, I think we're good to go. I got the kill switch here in case something bad happens. But yeah, I think we're ready to go. Getting ready to go, so that's steam coming off the wrap and the header and all that. That didn't go as planned.
All right, guys, so it's running pretty good. We're just taking it easy at first to see how it goes, but it sounds amazing. Oh man, that 450 just sounds awesome. Very cool. So far, so good. Probably ride it for a few minutes and see what, you know, check everything over, make sure no bolts are getting loose, but oh man. Definitely worth the wait during this whole process. Well, how'd it handle?
It was awesome. Actually, I'm surprised. It runs really good. The jetting must be pretty close. I'm wondering if we should take a second and just double check like some of the steering just to make sure, but it seems to drive pretty good. It seems like it tears up the ground pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds amazing too. Standing good? Back, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's crazy how good it sounds. I love it.
I thought, I mean, I know a couple of you guys have said that the mufflers aren't the seat, but honestly, it's not that bad. It's no different than riding a quad, really. I was kind of expecting to be a little loud too, but it's not bad at all.
Maybe we should take it back over by the truck and I just want to make sure these tie rods and everything are good. I don't want to die today.
Sounds good to me. Sean shut it off and got off, so let's take a look. Maybe something happened. I don't know. What do you got going on? What do you got going on?
Oh, the front chain's turning, but the back one's not.
The what?
Front chain, this chain's turning, but something's going on with that jack chain.
Did the keyway break?
I don't know, I can't see it. May have to tip it up.
Uh-oh. See a couple bolts. Those look like the ones that hold the sprocket to the hub. Maybe we forgot to tighten the hose.
I thought so, because I checked all that stuff. I checked all these. Does it look like it sheared them?
It may have just sheared them.
It sheared that bolt right off.
Wow, it looks like we better get some harder bolts. There's no like binding or noises, it just stopped.
It just came rolling to a stop.
Huh. Well, this is something. Yeah, let's take a look. So maybe we got to go with hardened bolts. So
it's probably a lot of strain on that first, you know,
yeah,
that first gear.
Huh? Well, yeah, let's check it out. So we have it propped up on the trailer here so we can kind of get under it. What do you think?
It looks like it sheared the bolts on the pulley that drives the big chain that goes to the back.
No damage though?
Everything looks okay.
Well, we have our tool set, so.
Yeah. Yeah, because this chain looks fine. Those bolts are all there.
Cool. Well, we'll take a look.
All right, guys. So Kurt went ahead. We got it all propped up on the gate on the trailer just so we could get under it. What happened was there was 3 bolts that holds the drive sprocket to the hub, and it sheared all 3 of those bolts. So Kurt jumped under there real quick. We swapped the bolts out, and I think we're ready to go. And Kurt's gonna take it for a ride this time. All right, here we go. Kurt's first time. Now that we got everything fixed, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Definitely my first time. Yep. This is Kurt's first time technically driving it, so to be expected. Maybe turn it. You're letting off the clutch too quick. Well, so far so good. Kurt's running pretty good. He went down the trail a little ways, but yeah, man, it's actually doing pretty good. We expected a few problems and issues with the first drive, but man, that thing is freaking cool. It throws a good roost. Looks like he's coming back now. Man, this thing is just so cool. And it looks awesome coming through the woods. And it sounds really good too. That muffler actually sounds awesome.
Oh my goodness. This thing is awesome, and it handles really, like I can't even, it handles awesome. It almost pulls the front end off the ground.
Yeah, see, you're hitting it a couple times and it was like lifting the front up.
It's so much torque. I can't believe it. It is a little weird having the clutch on the shifter.
Yeah.
If you want to, I accidentally hit the brake a few times going to shift, you know, because the clutch is normally on the left, but
yeah,
it's so smooth.
I mean, it's impressive. I'm just, dude, it's just so freaking cool.
So much torque. Yeah.
I'm glad that we have a 450, because that's just what a 450, I mean, they're just awesome.
It's got that sound and the feel. It's got the torque feel behind the wheel.
Well, and it had, like, especially when you're going away, like when I was over there in the corner, you're going away, like just the grunt and the sound of the exhaust. Oh, it's just so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's amazing.
I think we did a pretty darn good job. Everything else seems to be okay right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's so comfortable.
Yeah,
like
the
you're
seat.
sitting there, it's like you're driving a lazy boy.
Yeah.
It's just, oh man. And once you get used to it, it's a lot easier. I know it took me a while to take off, but once you get the feel for it, you're pretty good.
Well, we think too, guys, just so you know, we think the clutch is a little bit worn. Like we haven't adjusted all the way out, so I think we're gonna need to do some clutch plates and stuff in it. But yeah, it's so cool. This thing is just so freaking cool. I'm so glad we built this thing. Kurt's getting brave now. does that when I go wide open throttle.
It's going cross-eyed. Yeah, I would say just wide open throttle needs a little more.
Yeah.
A little more juice.
I'll try turning this. I'll try turning that maybe a little bit. See if that helps.
Yeah, I mean a little more fuel. Oh!
Whatever it is, let loose.
Huh.
Steering.
That was sketchy.
Yeah, that was scary.
I wonder if a set screw came out.
No, now I can turn it. It just like darted leftward.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just put it over there.
Yeah, I would just put it.
But
Woo!
it's still turning.
Dude, that scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, me.
Probably you more.
Want to drive it before I break it again?
Yeah? What kind of question is that? Dude, it's just so torquey.
Wow. It pulls the front up so easy over that stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of scary. I would not want to flip this thing over backwards.
It'd be a long way down.
Yeah. But it's really wide, so it feels really stable. It doesn't feel like you're going to tip. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I know some people were asking about that and putting a roll cage, but I think, honestly, like, if these tires didn't have so much grip, you could power slide this thing real easy. I just think these things bite too much. You know, they're pretty aggressive.
Rough ride. All right, guys, we're shooting some stuff over there with Kurt ripping around on it, and then he's like, well, I'm just gonna take a quick little ride and just to have fun and not film it. And he was coming back up from the woods and the chain fell off. We're not sure why, but it doesn't look like anything is broken. He's gonna loosen up the adjuster and we'll slip the chain back on. Other than that, it's just been minor little stuff. I mean, the thing rips. What do you think, Kurt?
Oh yeah, it has so much torque. It's amazing. It's 10 times better than I thought it was gonna be. Like, when you get on it, you just feel that torque.
Oh
I
yeah.
noticed we put a slight bend in the steering wheel. I kind of bent it back because I think we came down hard, but it handles it. The suspension's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, dude, first impressions for Kurt and I, like this thing rips, man. It's so fun.
All right, so with the chain that came off, we looked at it a little closer here. Let me show you guys. It actually destroyed the hub and keyway. I don't know if you can kind of see that in there. So pretty much that's not fixable in the woods. So we'll have to order a new hub, and we're probably gonna maybe do 2 hubs, 1 on each side, just to make it strong for next time. But I mean, it handled awesome. Until that, we'd still be riding it. But you know what? It was an amazing day, so we're excited.
All right, guys, I think overall it was a success. We rode it, we finally did it. And yeah, so this video is gonna hopefully help us get our name out there. So share this with your friends. Click the share button, send it to your buddies. They're gonna think it's awesome. Also, subscribe, guys. I know we have a lot of new subscribers and we really appreciate it. So yeah, we're gonna get this thing fixed and we're gonna be back ripping again, man. I can't wait to ride this thing again. Thanks for watching Cracked Housing Fab.